Hey YouTube, it's your girl TinaFierce here, and I'm coming to you guys with my second eyebrow tutorial. I want to say thank you so much for the thousands of people that have viewed my first eyebrow tutorial. I'm so grateful to you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So because my first eyebrow tutorial did so well, I wanted to do a second eyebrow tutorial. And this eyebrow tutorial is more so for people that have medium to thin eyebrows. Since I already have a video on how I do thick eyebrows, I feel that video is more appropriate for those viewers, but I wanted to do something for people that have thin or medium size eyebrows like myself. Like, I feel like I fall in the medium thick category. So this is how I did my eyebrows, and this is also a more dramatic eyebrow as well. Like if you want a very dramatic night look, or sometimes I wear this during the day. Like I'll go out and wear this right now because even though it's dramatic, it's not overly done and you can really wear it anytime. So let me zoom in on the look so you guys can see it a little closer. So see how it's a little more dramatic from my last eyebrow tutorial because my eyebrows are a little darker. So that's what makes it a little more dramatic. But I still kept some of the same things like how I did in my last video. So if you want to see how to get these TinaFierce brows, then stay tuned. Alright you guys, so the first thing that you're going to need to do is brush your eyebrows up forward in an upward position like this, and I'm using Eco Tools eyebrow and comb brush. So what I do is take it from the base of my eyebrow and I draw it upwards like this. Okay, so make sure all your eyebrows are going in an upward motion. Now for those who have thicker eyebrows, I normally put gel on my eyebrows, brown styling gel on my eyebrows, because they are like kind of curly. As you can see, this one is kind of curling over, but for the most part this one is okay. So that's why I didn't put the gel on this eyebrow. But anyway, you'll brush your eyebrows in an upward motion, and then you'll take your brush and draw your line across just to make it a little more sharper and cleaner. So now what I do is use a eyebrow pencil, and I use Spiked Eyebrow Pencil by MAC, and it's just the dark brown almost black brow pencil. So what I do is take the eyebrow pencil and I'll start from the beginning of my brow and work my way backwards. So I'll start here and draw a thick line at the bottom. And by the way, you're going to be on your natural brow shape. So you wouldn't follow exactly what I'm doing to the T, because everybody's brow shapes are different. So wherever your hair is growing, however that works for you, that's what you need to do for your eyebrows. So since mine are going like this, this is the direction that I do. And because I don't want my eyebrows to look too thick, I normally just go on practically on the hairs of my eyebrow, almost at the bottom, and then draw my line. Okay, then you're going to get to this and curve over and draw your tail out. And kind of flick it at the end so it can be a softer line at the edge. So now that you have this thick line like this, what you do is take it from the, and this is for people that have like medium eyebrows like mine's right now, you'll take it from the arch and you'll bring it down to connect with the line you just drew at the bottom. Okay? So as you can see, you don't want your eyebrows to stay like this. You will want to fill them in. And for those who have thin eyebrows, you will take your eyebrow from wherever you want it to start and you will draw your line at the top. But again, I would not recommend this for people that have thick eyebrows or people that have medium shaped eyebrows like mine that already pretty much have a shape here, because your eyebrow will look overly dramatic and it'll look very big and unnatural and weird. So for those who have very thin or almost non-existent eyebrows, you will want to take it from however big you want it. If you don't have any eyebrows, you want to do it from however big you want your brow, and then you'll just draw your line over. So now at this point, I will be filling in my brows. So I take the same spiked eyebrow pencil, and instead of just randomly just drawing stuff in, what you will want to do is take it from that thick line that you created and do soft strokes up until the line disappears. Okay, so again, you're taking it from the base and you're working their way up, because this is what's going to make the line disappear. You don't want to overly draw in your eyebrows, because again, you can get that very weird unnatural look. I mean, although this is a little dramatic and unnatural looking, but it's still not overly dramatic and crazy. So now what I do is take a concealer that is my skin tone for the bottom and the top of my brow. And the reason why I do this is because since the eyebrow is already very dramatic, you don't want to really do too much to emphasize the brow because it's already dramatic by itself. I'm using the NW40 concealer, and this is the Studio Finish Concealer by MAC. And this is how this looks for my skin tone. And the brush that I will be using is the MAC 266. Take the concealer and I put it on both sides of the brush. And I have like a nice thick coating of the concealer on both sides. Okay, so I'll brush that and make sure I got a good amount on it. So again, like I said, I put it on both sides. So some concealer on this side and then some concealer on the other side. So what I do is start from the top of my brow and work my way backwards. So I'll start here, and again, you're following your natural brow line. So that line that you just created with your pencil, that's the line that you'll be following when you're using your concealer. So once you've lined it how you want, I'll take the remainder of concealer that's on the other side and I'll put this at the arch of my brow. So I'll put this here at the top part and make sure it's really thick here, because this is the part that needs to be dramatized the most. So that's why I put all the remaining concealer here and I blend it downwards. Okay, so then what you want to do for the remaining of the brow is the same downward blending motion. So you'll start here and blend it down, going downwards. Down, 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 down. Alright, and then when you have this is blended, this doesn't have to be perfect. You can just blend this enough where it's all, you know, kind of going together. It's all one unison color, but you see how you can still see streaks and stuff like that. But that's fine, because now we're about to go in with our blending brush and blend it all together. So the blending brush that I use is the MAC 224 brush. And this is how that looks. It's just a fluffy blending brush, but any blending brush that you have will work good for you too. So I'll take this brush and I'll really buff in this concealer. And this is the most important part in creating this look, because this is how you get that more natural skin effect with your concealer, so it doesn't look too dramatized. Like you see how it's buffing and blending away into my skin, and that's what you want. You do not want your eyebrow to look like you've traced it out with concealer. You want a nice natural looking skin tone around your eyebrow. The NW40 concealer, Studio Finish Concealer by MAC, and I'm going to take that and put it on the top of my brow. So again, I'm using the MAC 266 Special Edition brush, but you can just use the regular angle brush if you like. Any angle brush would do. And again, I'm putting it on both sides of the brush. I'm putting it on this side and this side. So now what I take, when I brush it, I don't necessarily brush it like this, because you're not going to be able to see where you're putting the concealer. So what I like to do is take the angle brush and I start from the top and draw it on the side like this. So when you're doing it this way, you may have to go back in and dip your brush into some more concealer. But that's why I tend to try to load up a lot on my brush so I can successfully brush it all the way down without having to re-dip back into the concealer. There you go. So then here, what I like to do is, instead of putting the concealer in a box form, like for some people that like that boxy look, I don't really like a boxy look. I like a more natural look. But if you want a boxy look, you would take your concealer and you go straight down. And you see how that creates that box. But for me, I like it a little more natural. So what I do is just blend this upwards. And I put it in the hairs a little bit in the front as well, just so there's no harsh lines there. Take that 224 MAC brush again, and it's the fluffy blender brush, and I take it and I go in circular motions to blend it out at the top as well. And again, you need to blend it out until the concealer is fading into your skin. And the reason why we do this at the top as well, because you don't want that halo effect that goes around your eyebrows. So blending it in like this helps it to have a more natural look. And then when you get to this part, of course, you're trying to blend this one in an upward motion as well. So you blend this up and you blend these in circles to really buff that concealer into your skin until it disappears. Alright, this is the finished result from the eyebrow tutorial. I hope it was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching my first one once again, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. Please rate, subscribe, and comment, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!